Sammy thought this morning would be completely ordinary, just breakfast, sunshine, and another quiet day at home. But suddenly, thump, thump, two enormous sounds came from somewhere just outside the house. The window rattled too. Now Sammy knew those strange sounds definitely weren't part of his imagination. Sammy looked outside, but whatever had made the noise disappeared before he could see it. Sammy felt a little nervous, but his curiosity was becoming much stronger than his fear. Then Sammy found something impossible, a three-toed footprint several times bigger than his own shoe. The strange footprints continued across the lawn, forming a trail straight toward the thickest bushes. But the closer Sammy got to the bushes, the smaller and smaller the mysterious footprints became. Then the bush moved. Sammy wasn't sure anymore whether getting closer had been such a good idea. But the creature wasn't enormous at all. Standing before Sammy was one tiny, frightened baby dinosaur. Sammy quickly realized the little dinosaur wasn't dangerous at all. It was scared because it was lost. Sammy couldn't leave the little creature alone. He promised they would find its family together. The smallest tracks matched the baby's feet perfectly, giving Sammy his first useful clue. Then Sammy found enormous fern leaves, plants that definitely didn't belong in an ordinary backyard. The strange trail slipped through silver mist, carrying Sammy far beyond anything he had expected. In seconds, Sammy's quiet breakfast morning had become an adventure in a prehistoric world. Their first possible answer appeared ahead, a huge but surprisingly gentle Triceratops. Triceratops had 3 strong horns. Sammy's little friend didn't have even one. Another trail appeared nearby, and these fresh footprints were enormous. The baby immediately filled with hope. Maybe those giant tracks belonged to family, but whatever was behind the trees was much, much bigger. The giant finally stepped from the trees. It wasn't frightening at all. It was a peaceful long neck, but one glance at that enormous neck made something clear. This wasn't the baby's family either. She wasn't mom, but the gentle giant seemed to know where another dinosaur trail began. The trail soon reached a shallow stream. They could cross, but only if they chose carefully. Which rock would you choose? The loose one, the tilted one, or the wide, stable one? Sammy tested each step first. Slowly and carefully, both friends reached the other side. Then the baby found something exciting, a broken dinosaur egg hidden beneath the ferns, but the shell had moss growing inside. Whoever had hatched there was already long gone. Then Sammy spotted a fresh footprint, same size, same shape, and exactly 3 little toes. Then a call echoed through the trees. The baby froze. Somehow it knew that voice. The baby wanted to race toward the familiar call, but Sammy knew they still had to be careful. The shortest path was blocked by a fallen tree, slippery mud, and shallow moving water. Sammy remembered something important. Being brave doesn't mean rushing straight into danger. The footprints they'd studied before suddenly became useful again. Smaller tracks avoided the deepest mud. Instead of choosing the fastest route, Sammy chose the safer one and followed the smaller tracks. The safer trail worked until one heavy branch blocked the final opening completely. Luckily, their gentle long-necked friend returned and carefully moved the heavy branch out of the way. The call came again, this time so close that the little dinosaur could hardly stay still. Behind the fern stood a huge shadow, and strangely, its shape looked very much like the baby. The baby didn't need another clue. One look was enough. After all that searching, it had found Mom. The little dinosaur raced the final few steps and finally reached the mother it had been searching for. Then 2 more young dinosaurs appeared, and suddenly the whole family resemblance became impossible to miss. Sammy finally knew the answer. His little friend belonged to a family of Mysora dinosaurs. Before goodbye, the baby gave Sammy a small fossil-shaped stone, a special memory of their adventure. They had only known each other for a short time, but saying goodbye still wasn't easy. Then the mysterious silver mist returned, quietly opening a path back to Sammy's own backyard. One step later, the prehistoric forest disappeared, and Sammy was standing in his backyard again. Inside, nothing had changed. His breakfast looked as if he'd been gone for only a few seconds. For just a moment, Sammy wondered if the entire dinosaur adventure had somehow been a dream.